Well, hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I'm Tiffany White, Sage Woman, and I'm so very happy and honored to be sitting in this sacred circle with you this evening. Whew, August 28th. August 28th, the end of August. Here we are, the last Sunday. Oh my goodness. Everyone just take a breath here for a moment and reflect on how fast this month, this year is going by already, just so very quickly. And yeah, yeah. But we've made it so far. We've made it. Let's everyone just have a round of applause for ourselves. Woohoo! that we've made it, and we're going to keep on going too. Keep on going one day at a time. And so just want to welcome everyone who is watching live on YouTube, on Rumble, and I'm also trying something different. I'm streaming live on LinkedIn. So welcome to the LinkedIn viewers as well. On LinkedIn on my profile. So that is something new they're offering. So I'm test driving it this evening. So hello, Maureen, watching on Rumble. Hello, Kim. Hello, Ruth. Teresa. And oh yes, Marcia, Sarah, and hello, Robert. Oh, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Yay! Thank you. When I say us, it's like all of us in this sacred circle, and of course all of our guides and our yeah, all of our quantum guidance and healing team. So yes, massive amount of energy. So just welcoming everyone here. And just for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with my website, and everyone here probably is, but also to all the shows, the audio of my show and all the Goldylocks production shows, I upload the audio to multiple podcasting and music streaming platforms. So I'm going to take a moment here and just talk slowly with my website so that those who are in listen mode only really can't see what I am flashing up on this screen. So my website is White, WHITE, White Sage, SAGE, Woman, WOMAN. One woman, right? WhiteSageWoman.com. So that is how you can look up my website, my services, and just see what I have to offer in case you don't know. So, all right, and hello, Melissa. Welcome to this circle. So, yes. So, what, we really do just have to go with the flow. We've got some things that come at us like left and right, and it's I almost feel like, oh my goodness, the testing, right? Because we're being tested, it seems like every day. And it seems like these tests are increasing as we pass one and we remain balanced, and then another test, and it's like, okay, it's not source, God, or our creator, anyone testing us. It's the ascension. It's us, our higher selves, wanting to come on, let's level up, let's go. It's us that's doing it to ourselves, and it makes us better when we do that, right? We are a better person for it, even if we may not realize it at that time. We may just be having an effect going, what again, what's going on, oh my goodness, but it's like, okay, sure. Well, we just come to the, we have a mission here, and let's figure the mission out. And it's very simple what our mission is. Even, we don't have to have a lot of words or explanations to try to complicate that. It's It sounds so simple, but it's not very simple to do, is it? Right? So it's okay, just remain in balance, find the peace within you. And this is like a domino effect energetically. When we find the peace within us, everyone around you, takes notice to that energetically, whether it's on a conscious or unconscious level, they are noticing. And then it's, oh, okay, it will get contagious. And let me do that too. And we help so much. We help so many people. Um, all of us were helping our bloodlines. We are clearing everything for our ancestors and even clearing the path for our children and grandchildren and the future generations. And so this is why it feels like there's so much weight on our shoulders right now, right? Because it can feel like, wow, we're clearing stuff from the past, we're clearing stuff for the future. Woo! Pat yourself on the back, spiritual warriors. Woo! Yeah. And no, it's not easy. But you know what? We have each other when you find your soul tribe, and we're all here for each other and supportive. And we got this. We got this. We can do this. I love everyone saying hello. And Robert's in Pennsylvania. I know, Marcia, right? Brutal. Brutal. It can be brutal at times. Really, really is. So all right, we got Robert is in Pennsylvania. So I'm in Connecticut. I know we have a lot of Florida people, Indiana, um, and put where you're from. In Ohio. Maureen's in Ohio. Yeah. So if I missed anyone, Teresa, remind me where you are. So it just don't you just love this technology of how we all sit in this sacred circle and we are not in the same state, but that doesn't matter because energy doesn't know time and distance. There's no limitations, I should say, or barriers to that. And it's so beautiful. It really is. And this is where we're taking something and using it for good. Yes, absolutely. So, my goodness. If anyone has any questions, we've talked about a lot of things in the past. And if anyone, I'm being guided to just, if anyone has any questions, anything, we want to talk about or discuss, throw a topic, throw a question, there's something in the comments. And let's do this. Let's rock it out. And stay hydrated too. Mm. Or just something too with, I know there's a lot of chatter or a lot of talk about solar flares, about things. The sun is going through some changes. The Earth's going through some changes. Of course, the sun's going to go through some changes. This whole solar system is going through changes. It's all from what I understand, not just this universe is going through changes, but it's that whole ripple effect, and this is huge. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here is that don't buy into fear mongering or anything that's going to scare tactics, and it's okay. Everything's going to be fine. Um, things that were going to happen to the earth that would have happened already. I mean, in a negative way, if anything was going to happen to this planet, it would have happened already. And so, right? All right, so let me get back to some of these comments. We have, thank you so much, Teresa, for reminding me. Omaha, Nebraska. Very good, very good, very good. And hello, Wendy. Thank you for joining us. She's also in Connecticut. And okay, let's see. Robin. Hello, Robin. Oh, that's a good question, Robert. How to trigger past life memories? That's a very great question, Robert. Let's go through this. Let's do this. And I will tell you that good money was spent on regression therapies. Now, when me and my family, when we had it done, it was, wow, 2006, 2007. So we're going back. 2006, 2007, and we paid good money for these regression sessions. And some people are very good and get right into it. I had a miserable time with it. I couldn't get out of this life. I could not. And I'm like, what is going on? Was I fighting myself? And I thought maybe I'm fighting myself. All right. But I was relying on someone else to, okay, let me guide you. Let me do this. Okay. Oh my goodness, it was so frustrating. And so then I would try other techniques, so frustrating. Do you know what worked for me and was so effective? Okay. And yeah, yeah. So what was very effective for me was something else, of course, that I had heard. So this is way before QHHT. This is before the quantum healing hypnosis technique. I am certified in level 1. I did take the first one, but you have to be devoted to that. That has to be your main focus of business, because time with one client can be 5 to 6 hours, can be 5 to 6 hours long, and maybe 5 hours, probably stretching it with 6. But my holistic services are I have so many already, and just to devote, a day to that. So I was grateful to have taken the QHHT, the quantum healing hypnosis technique course, where we got to see all the recordings of Dolores in action. And it just that alone was worth it, taking the course, just to see all of that. So that was very beautiful. And I've read Sarah Brickman Cosme's book, The Journey from Atlantis, with some of her sessions. I've read other past life regressionists. There's a lot of therapists, past life regression therapists, who have written books and put their cases in there, and their clients, memories, and for those that gave permission for that. And it's very fascinating. But let me tell you what really knocked it home for me, what triggered me to open, because we have that information. It's within us. Now, how to unlock that? It was so profound, I didn't even realize it. But so Edgar Casey's Foundation, ARE, main branch, headquartered in Virginia Beach, Virginia. And I'm from that area, and I enjoyed living near there, but not until I was older, of course. And it wasn't until, so we moved around. My husband was military; he's retired Navy now, but we retired here in Connecticut, and so Edgar Casey's ARE went like state. When I think there's a branch of it in every state now, and so they will have conferences, lectures, put together classes, all these kind of things. Okay, and so I went to one of those classes about past life, and it was so great. Let me tell you. So one of the things that I found is that anything that's guided, let me tell you where I realized why the first technique at that time didn't work. And it's improved. I'm really hoping that it has improved. I don't know about that particular one anymore, but the therapist said, okay, I want you to start. I want you to visualize, or when we're in it, I want you to visualize the map of the earth as we know it, and where maybe you were on this map. Problem number one. Problem number one. The map of the earth that we know now has not been the same. It has changed, and it kind of puts a block, or kind of, what? You're doing visualization, to me, is mind work. It's not talking to your higher self, right? And so when I went to this one course, it was very simple. She's like, I'm not going to take you on a guided meditation because it strays a lot of people. People, if you meditate and you go high and you go into high densities really fast, you don't want a guided meditation, because a guided meditation is going to pull you down. They want to direct you, but you've already got it. You're already doing it. So how do you know that you're going higher? When you get bored, if you're listening to a guided meditation and you take off, you're not listening anymore. You're doing your own thing. That's just it. That should be validation. You're doing your own thing. You got it. Okay. Hi, Carol. Let's see. Let me go back and read. So, what about Dr. Brian Weiss? I'm going to be honest. I haven't read any of his stuff, Robert. Quite honestly, I wasn't even guided to him, and there's nothing. I'm not saying anything bad about him at all. I wasn't guided to him. My team was trying to help me the best that they could, because they know you, and this is the thing: your higher self, your team knows you and how you learn better than anyone else. And that was like with me. My team knew it, and I also put out there and asked my team, look, my time is valuable. I don't like a lot of words. I don't like a lot of, just let's get to it. Can we get to the point? Give me what I need. And so it was very profound. So in this class, and this was probably 2008, 2009. And it was just so simple. Like, we already know all this information and how to unlock this. Here it is. Hi, Sam. Hi, Samir. Is to get a notebook. You can get a journal. You can get a spiral notebook, however you want to do it. And you're going to take a page. And let's just say, what you're going to do is you're going to record your likes and dislikes. You may think this sounds corny, but it doesn't, because you're going to connect the dots with this. And this was huge for me. All right. So what we're going to do first, pick one thing. Okay. Places that you want to visit. Pick what's your favorite place you want to visit. All right. And so in the world, what place would you love to visit, would resonate with you? Whether you've been there or not, it doesn't matter. Don't think too much about it. What place would you like to visit? Oh, I want to visit here. I resonate with the energies here. What place don't you want to visit? Doesn't matter if you've never been. Write it down. Sounds corny, but that's huge, because that helps you put the location, okay, on that map. Are you afraid of water? Yes or no? What foods do you like? Because this matters too. What food do you like? What food don't you like? What smells do you like? What smells don't you like? See? Your favorite animal? What animal are you scared of? What animal scares you? I mean, to your core, scares you. All right, there's a reason. Let's write it all down. Certain colors can trigger you. What's your favorite color? What's a color you don't like? And all sorts of things. What kinds of sounds? Favorite flower, not so favorite flower. You see how we can really get into this, okay? Is because they're triggers. And Robin, here's a good one, right? Or this, Like for Robin, in one of her past lives, she was killed by somebody, and as he was walking away, he was whistling. So she doesn't like whistling. Aha, that's a trigger. What triggers you? And you can't explain it. Right now, your mind can't find anything. I can't find any data for this life to explain it. But it triggers you. It upsets you. And you don't know why. Well, let's write it down. Let's have a conversation with our soul. Let's have a conversation with our higher self, because that's where the information really is. The past life information is. And I found out so many things, things that I like, didn't like. Are there certain certain organizations that you like, that you don't like? Um, ancient organizations, and please don't, it doesn't matter if it's good, bad, whatever. I'm going to use example, you know, the churches, nuns, were you a monk? Were you know, or what kind of things vibrates with you? Do you like that? Are you drawn to Himalayan um, philosophies, Himalayan, Tibetan, Buddhist, that kind of thing? It really makes a difference. All of this, okay, really does. Oh, wow. You start to see things. And when you start, oh, I wonder why that is, it will come to you. If it doesn't come to you right away, all right, it will come to you in a dream. Pay attention to your dream, because they're subconscious. When our mind is finally, oh, thank God that mind won't overthink. I'm going to give it to you in a dream. Here it is. Write that down. So there's, but this, and you know what the thing is? I still go back to this notebook every once in a while, and yep, yes, this makes so much sense. It might even add something else, because we are all exploring, and let's not just leave things to this planet. Do you believe there's life off outside this planet, outside this planet? That kind of thing. Are you scared to go out into space, or is that fine? Things like this. We need to really expand ourselves, expand ourselves. And so hypnosis, for me, raises my defense. I feel like I'm being tricked, or oh, that's another thing too, like with the food. Do you, food and drink too? Are you careful about, like, you're in a public place, what you eat and what you drink? Would you let someone buy you a drink? Uh-huh. When you go out in public, where do you sit? Do you sit with your back against the wall? Do you sit your back to the door? Yeah, just pay attention to all of this. Truly makes a difference. Okay, the craziest little things. When I would go out dancing in my much younger days, I would never let anyone buy me a drink. And if I had a drink, if I had a beer, and someone asked me to dance, I would finish it. Or when I set it down, I wouldn't go back to it later, because you never know if somebody slipped something in there. I did not trust that my drink wasn't going to get poisoned. Where does this come from? Right? No one's done this to me in this life. Aha. But something in the past life, right? Oh my goodness. So it really makes, you're not going crazy. You're not, you're not crazy. There's a reason why our alarm goes off, and we need to pay attention to that, because when our soul plugs into the body, it gives it all the history, cell memory, and so it knows what triggers, when to trigger, and what they are. Okay, so let me go back and catch up on some of these comments. So Greece, Robert, you liked Greece? You like Greece? You'd like to go to Greece? Is that a pro or a con? I was always attracted to Greece too. Greece, the Greek mythology over Roman mythology. I like the Greek mythology better. Um, that kind of thing. Robin, this is why I think you're a great teacher. My Reiki 1 class was so drawn out and boring, and you moved it along and got straight to the point. Plus, I have things to do back to back. Oh, thank you, Robin. I know it's simple. Get to the point. Let's go. Robin said, yeah, when a man whistles, it drives me crazy. That's why my dad could not whistle. Oh, so here, let's go. Kim, this is great. I hate pine saw cleaner smell. It gives me a migraine from being locked up in past lives in a insane asylum. Yes. And that who any kind of movie or show or something with an insane asylum would flip me out. The fear of being thrown there, because the people there were highly intuitive, highly gifted, and they were trying to torture, kill, whatever, just push them aside from society, isolate them, let testing be done. Who cares what happens to them? We don't care. Because they were trying to silence those who are really gifted and had something to share with the world. And so, yeah, and pay attention to that. If not a fear, but there's I don't want to be locked up, or maybe somebody around you in a past life was that you want to be taken away. Maybe you were a child and you saw this happen to one of your parents or something like that. Maybe it was somebody in your family where it makes you angry that people are treated like that. So it's everything comes together for a reason. And so, Kim, hypnosis helped me to learn about this. This is great if hypnosis helped you. Absolutely wonderful that helped. So, yeah, Marcia, me too. I cannot do it. So I tell you, those with tremendous PTSD will not allow themselves to go into hypnosis. And this is just what my guides have told me. It's nothing to do with the hypnosis teacher. I know some people think, well, everyone can do it. No, I have to disagree with that. I don't, because a lot of us may have a defense mechanism set into place that you're not going to penetrate that, and I recognize that. And I know that if I wanted the answers, I have to go within. Okay, we need to work together, because I'm not going to get the answers outside of me. I have to get them on the inside of me. And that makes you stronger when you do that. It really, really does. All right. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like I'm going to butcher this, the tire rune. Yes. Very nice. I love the runes. Mm-hmm. So Linnell Malley's always calling me. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah. Pro big time. I love ancient history. Absolutely. Hello, Carol Ann and our tribe, and Linnell. And so, and so here's the thing too, is that a lot of times those that are really connected, are not connected, that like Greece, or like just the Atlantic Ocean area, are drawn to that. And that was another thing too, was like I always felt like wherever I went in the United States, I had to stay near the Atlantic Ocean. I didn't care too much to go to the West Coast, or to the West Coast and the Pacific Ocean. Nope. To me, it was like I have to stay near the East Coast. I have to specifically stay near the Atlantic Ocean. And so, and then over the years, and just, oh wow, I started to have memories. I would draw things down of what certain buildings may look like, of always with the dolphins, and then more and more, and then you start to have maybe some memories or some flashbacks, and then you hear about Atlantis. And of course, the Greeks recorded a lot of things that happened then. And it was like, Oh, wow, that's so cool. So Atlantis, Lemuria, the ancient civilizations, and there's more that have been suppressed from our history. But as all of this is coming up and out, it makes so much sense, and it's so beautiful, and it really is, and it's okay. You can, I would say, how well traveled you are if you have a lot of interests. It doesn't matter. It just shows how maybe, maybe many lives, past lives you have had. And if you haven't had that many, that's fine too. Then that means you've had off world. And can you remember your off world lives? And sometimes we do have snippets of these beautiful memories or beautiful places, and we can't place them here. We're on another planet, and you may be confused thinking that it's this planet, but it's not. It could be someplace else, and that's okay too. Like a water world, or or these are just examples, things like that. So, Wendy, it's funny that you say that about the Atlantic Ocean. I feel the same way. I've had dreams about rooms made of amethyst. Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So we just pay attention to that. And um, amethyst and clear quartz are my favorite. Clear quartz is very powerful. Is very powerful. And so, yeah, yeah. And I'm really afraid of the water. I can't swim, Wendy. Neither am I. I can't swim. So here's the thing too, is that maybe we remember, okay, advanced technology is is us. It's inside of us. And we can't imagine that. But with all 12 strands of our DNA activated, woo, we have more power than we realize. You know, um, no one's going to drown, right? Either we can breathe underwater. I mean, we breathe fluids in the womb, so that is capable. That's very totally possible. As babies, we're inhaling the fluid in the womb, and it was I remember having a life where we could breathe underwater and the air. Where's that from? That's wild. No one drowned, right? And we in such a high frequency. Let me tell you, love responding to love. When we are just vibrating pure, that source frequency of love, nature responds to you, the elements responds to you, and nothing bad's going to happen. Okay? And so it's amazing. It really, really is. And so yeah, yeah. I know I can't swim either. But that's all right. Maybe we floated. We did something. I mean, now I like to float. I'll just float in the water. That is so fun. And to me, it's helps you with the trust, because you have to trust the water. How many people don't even want to float because they don't trust that the water's going to hold them? I know that may sound crazy, but it's true. Just, when you can surrender and float on the water, that's a huge test. It really is. And try it. Just do that. So let's see, Robin. I was a problem child mostly because I kept having outer body experiences and didn't understand my gifts. I was forced to see a psychiatrist. He tried to hypnotize me and couldn't. Yeah. Yeah. Good, good. Our higher self's going to protect us too. Uh, um, yeah. And it's also, we're to the point now to where we are part of this ascension. And our experiences are getting wrapped up. So maybe some of the things that we experienced in past lives, the torturing, the going through this, we've already learned all that. We don't. That's not going to repeat for us right now. We're just focused on, yes, peace is happening already, and we have energy in these multi densities right now. We have 3D, 4D, and 5D's already been active. I mean, it's been there. They're all there. All the densities in this one dimension. is happening. All right. And that was the whole point of when you meditate, you get out of the 3D, you get way past the 4. Don't get stuck in the 4D. Don't get just stuck in the 4D. Stretch yourself, go to the 5D, go higher, higher, higher. Just go higher, keep expanding. Because when you go higher, you can always get right back there. All right. You're not going to lose that. And so this is what the ascension means, is that we are expanding, and it's our consciousness. We are expanding our consciousness to the higher densities. All right. And what's going to happen with, now I have to tell you, my guys have told me a couple of things. My team, I call them my team, my committee. And my committee has a lot of star family, has earth family, has animal guides, has so many different beings on my team. And just the same with yours. And so many, so many. And when you recognize them and allow them to come forward. And so they were just was like, so the 3D is going to just dissolve and implode and boop. What's going to happen to those that don't want to ascend? All right. I've heard a couple of things about this, and I've heard others say, but I'm just sharing with you what my team said. Take it, leave it. Take what you can use, leave the rest. All right. But some of them, if they're not done, will go to, I heard, like schools to help you. Whether they're 3D schools, you got to finish out the 3D life, or the ones that had played their part, the ones that were really evil and have no desire to go back to the light. That's chaos. That's chaotic energy. That's so much needed. You don't really don't, trust me, we really need that, because that's part of how stars, universes, even planets reach a chaotic state. Well, we call it death, but it's not. It has to reach chaos for a rebirth to happen. Chaos is part of our cycle, or the life cycle. They keep trying to figure. Chaos is part of the life cycle, and chaos is needed. So that energy will be recycled back to source, all right, and be used somewhere else, wherever else it is needed. It's the cleanup crew, even if they're evil, they're bad, whatever. So, no energy, no being dies. It transforms one way, shape, or form. Okay? So let's see. Well, Linnell, there's only one timeline right now. Right here, there's one timeline. Since 2012, we have been on one timeline. One. And this is the Ascension timeline. This is the Ascension protocol. They want to hear in protocol. This is Ascension timeline. So we have been since 2012 on one timeline. They've been able to bring the timelines. Okay. And so this is why truth is coming to the surface. And a lot of us, we already know that. You feel that, you can see the things. There's still going to be some that need for that truth to come right out of the water. And it's really close from just being exposed to everyone. And so, but we know it. You feel it. You feel it. You want to know what's really going on. Turn your news off. Turn that stuff off and go inside. Ask to see. Rise above. Go in the upper densities and like that eagle point of view, and look down. Go above it and look down. Eagles are the only birds that don't get caught in storms. They can go above the storm clouds, and look down. They're out of the storm and look down. I want you to fly high like an eagle and then look down on this storm. All right. It's not affecting me. I'm up here. I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention to what's going on. I'm not ignorant. I'm not off in fluffy la la land. I'm totally aware of what's going on. But I'm also aware that I need to be up here because other light workers or will join me. Other eagle beings, let's go. All right, and we'll create that chain reaction. Okay, so yes, yes. No, no, that's fine, hon, because that needed to be clarified. Somebody else needed to hear that. So that works out perfectly. Yes, okay. So we're helping each other. This is why we're all doing it. We're all here. Let me woo woo. Let me get some water. Mm. All right, let me catch up on some of these comments. Y'all are amazing. I love how interactive you guys are. Let's see. Maybe we could use our mermaid tails. Carol Ann, yes, you can. Oh my goodness. I just saw that one. That's great. Let's see, Linnell. I could swim on my back a very long time. The floating took a while for sure. Yeah, right? Yes. So you get it. You understand. Or, I don't like the word understand. You comprehend what's going on. Yes. Let's see, Kim. I can float for hours. Born swimming. Definitely lived in Atlantis. Yes, yes. Yoo-hoo. I can. I was always really good at swimming underwater, Robin. Very nice. Very nice. Linnell, Tones did it with me, but it did take me a whole year. Don't give up. Exactly. Don't ever give up, because you're working through old wounds. There's a reason why the trust, and we're rebuilding the trust. We're safe now. We're in a safe space. This is safe. This is safe. We're good. We're doing good. Okay. Oh, Teresa, I'm in a conundrum. I was murdered in a past life and drowning, and I can't swim, but I was Atlantean. This is strange to me. No, it's not. It's actually not strange at all. Okay. Just because they have to understand Atlantis was a very long, long civilization like Lemuria was. Um, and and so I think some people I know have been confused. Well, you hear some people talk about good Atlantis and then some bad Atlantis, then they get confused. It's like, well, we're talking about 150,000 years, and there was really good times. We could have been multiple lives on Atlantis and Lemuria interchangeably. The last 50,000 years of Atlantis was when it was corrupt, working with evil scientists, evil beings, whatever started to come forward, manipulation, control, all of that set forth. Okay. And now, of course, if we're high density, we knew it was coming. A lot of people knew it was coming. So not every Lemurian was killed and taken out, and not every Atlantean was killed and taken out. And it is part of that yin and yang and that balance, all right, of souls leaving, coming and going. So I don't want to say a lot sacrificed, but they did. Some volunteered to hang out and go down with Atlantis, the very good beings, but to keep the balance, all right, of those that were drowning. The good ones and the bad ones. The good ones go fast, all right? Well, everyone pretty much. But the only difference is that, of course, recycled right back in. Quicker, whatever. But to keep the balance, because you can't just have a bunch of good people go, a bunch of bad people go without disrupting the equilibrium of this universe, of the systems. Everything always has to be in a balance, coming and going. You ever notice in a family, if someone has transitioned, there's a birth, or vice versa, or a birth and then a transition, coming and going. There's always a balance of energy. All right. So yes, there's a lot of sacrificing, a lot of martyr in past lives and in the past, and this is not necessary anymore. we're beyond that. There's no more of that since 2012. We don't need to sacrifice any more. Okay? So that makes total sense, Teresa. And you don't have to swim. Not all Atlanteans swam. We, especially if you were high vibrational, you the high density, that high frequency, and if you were healers and you worked in the healing temples, you could float. You would float. You could just, okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. All right. And the water, from what I understand too, is different. Um, when Atlantis fell, that was 3D, and so we experienced the drowning. Where when it was in its heyday, it was 5D and higher. Okay, the levels of it. So we didn't drown before, and now all of a sudden we're drowning. All right, so don't let that. Don't let that confuse you, hon. But I could see where it would, because sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, recording room. Just laugh. All right, yin and yang balance. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, so let me get you. All right, Teresa, that does resonate. Thank you. You're welcome, sweetie. You're welcome. And we're all learning, remembering, and this is the thing during this ascension. Memory is coming back to us. We're going to remember that veil of confusion and illusion is slipping, is going, and we're getting stuff each day. It might be clearer and clearer, and we're like, oh wow, this is great, and it's coming back. Yay! Okay, so it's really happening, and just embrace that. These are exciting times we're in. From what I understand, and I've heard others say this too, heard some validation. Sometimes I don't share all the things my team tells me until they say it's okay, you can say this. But this is the first time that a planet, a biosphere, has ascended, and this is huge. If we were headed for terrible things, then answer me this. Then why are all our star families right outside, parked outside this planet? Those of you who can see, sees them, knows they're there. They're here to witness all our graduation. Our graduation. Let that sink in for a moment. Nothing's stopping this ascension process. Nothing. Light already won. Woohoo! You gotta let everything play out. You gotta let that 3D stuff play out. 3D knows the light won, and it's scared. They're scared. They don't want to give up control. They're running around being stupid and crazy. But they've had control for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And they're fighting. But it's already, you go in the upper densities, you'll see it. You'll see they've already lost. The light's won. All right. And so this is, I'm so excited because, each and every one of us, everyone, okay, so everyone is unique. Everyone, we are equals. But not everyone agreed to come and do this mission. Not everyone wanted to be a part of this mission or have their mission be to join in. All right. And so now this is like final call. We're seeing like all these star seeds now coming in. People who didn't want to come in before because they never would have felt safe. And they're coming in now. They're coming in to help. They want to be a part of it. They want to be part of this ascension. They want to be part as a Terran. And that's what this Earth is called, this biosphere. This planet is called Terrans by extraterrestrials, by our star families, by the galactic celestial beings. It's called Terrans. So they want to have that as there's one of their soul experiences. Yeah. We did this. This is huge. Huge. Okay. Yes. So let's see, Kim. Something is going to be learned soon. We are going back to the moon, and 50 years ago, we were warned not to go back. All right. So a lot of the truth about the moon is going to be coming out too, and so it's how do I say this? You have to watch. There's been secret space programs for a very long time. Okay, a very long time. And the way to go to the moon, the way to go to other planets is not getting in a rocket and shooting it up in the air. There are portals and, yeah, portals that and stargates that can take you to these places. And they've been doing that for a very long time. Everything's happening out of the public view, of course, but it's going to all be exposed. So here we go with the disclosure thing. The fact that there is a space force, an official military branch, should tell everyone everything. Hello. Yeah, a rocket is very 3D, and it does more damage to our ionosphere. It does more damage than anything. That's not the way to go. All right. Anyway, so we have a lot of exciting things, but that's not my lane. The secret space programs, that's ectopolitics, and you can Michael Salla, Salla, on YouTube. He interviews. There's a lot. He's been doing this for a long time. You go check out his YouTube channel if you really want to hear about these secret space programs. If you're ready to hear it, watch some of these interviews, and you'll be like, "Wow, that sounds like one of my dreams. That sounds like what the heck?" But or maybe not one of your dreams, but just it's going to be mind blowing, and yet makes sense as well. So it's also interesting, but yeah, everything is coming along nicely. Woohoo! All right, Linnell, I enjoyed Moonfall, the movie. I'm going to watch it again. I know I can watch that again. It's so good. There's disclosure right there. Moonfall. It's disclosure. Total disclosure. No soft disclosure. It's like, hey, here it is. Other than, okay, the moon's not going to fall, but it's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. So let's see. Robert says, we are all, I hope I don't butcher this. I'm sorry. Robert here. We are all Brahmasi Hindu translates to I am Brahma, I am divine. Yes, I love that. Yes, so nice. Linnell, the air pressure that runs my neck and ears is coming up to triumph and feels pretty good about it. Yes, we've all been feeling that too. Just all of the fine tweaking, the fine, we are upgrading on a cellular level. Our strands of DNA are upgrading on a cellular level, so that all systems we can feel pressures in our ears. Some people you can feel like your veins, the blood in your veins feel different, and I don't know how to explain it any other than that, but just know that we are all feeling it. Okay, we really, really are, in so many different ways. So yeah, yep. All right, let me take a drink of water. I'm going to teach y'all. A lot of you know this. Giggling loudly. Yes, laughter. Laughter is so healing. Laughter, singing. So this is what I was taught. Or just, it came out. It just formed itself. This is what I say every day. Several times a day. whenever I feel like I need to do this. But say this at least once a day, because what you're doing is you're telling all your body systems, mind, body, soul, your higher self, spirit, higher self. You're telling all your body systems, you're telling everything, I'm ready. I'm for this. Let's do it. I'm accepting this ascension. All right. So, you can replay this. You can say it exactly. You can add your own whatever feels right for you. This is see the energy. Oh, perfect. So this is just an example. And so those of you who've heard it, you can hear it again. But this is what I say every day. Is all right. So I take a few moments and take some deep breaths, and then every day I am increasing source light into my luminous energy field, into my aura, into my body, into every cell of my body, into every strand of my DNA. And this source light reactivates dormant strands of my DNA at a sequence in an order that is for my highest and greatest. And this source light flows to me and through me with grace and ease. And so it is. Ooh. Let's see how that feels. Let's see how that feels. Yes. And I say it out loud so that your body hears it. The body hears our thoughts too, but when we say it out loud, it's like all systems check. So yeah. Woo! And sometimes I'll say it once, sometimes I'll say it twice if I feel like I need a little boost, you know. And so yes, that just keep vibrating in that source frequency of love, light, love, right? Yeah. So nice. So nice. Oh, wow, this time has just gone by so fast already, hasn't it? Didn't we just start? So, wow. I hope that this has been helpful. And Robert, thank you so much. What a great topic. Past lives. That's been fun. I hope that's been helpful. I hope you all do this exercise. I hope you, kind of reminds me, I don't know if any of you guys did this. I may be dating myself. But I was in high school in the 80s. And we'd have notebooks like that, and they would ask these questions, and you could answer anonymously. Like the first page was, they'd have numbers, all right, and you'd put your name, and then you go and answer all these questions, and you would put your number, not your name. You put a number in and answer it, and it was so crazy fun. How many people like to do things like that? But it's kind of like this. You get to know yourself, though. This is your personal notebook. This is, you have fun with it, and likes and dislikes. And if it was food or drink you were probably poisoned that you don't like, pay attention. An animal you don't like, that animal probably killed you. Or you just, yeah, those types of things to pay attention to. Do you like the hot, the cold? Where do you prefer to live in a place that's more hot or that's more cold, that goes through all the change of seasons? These are just some other ideas that are coming through. So that's your homework. I want y'all to work on that. And then let me know. And think of other things too. Not just those. There's so many things, so many likes and dislikes that you can come up with. Okay. And yeah, so, and it's fun, and that's you answering. That is you helping you and assisting you with remembering who you are truly. All right. That way there's no question either of, well, was I making this up? because there's something powerful when we put pen to paper and we're writing stuff down. It's very magical, very magical. All right. And I'm not putting down any other past life regression or hypnosis techniques. Okay, I'm not. I just, for me, what was more effective was doing what I share with you this evening. So whatever way works for you, that's great. Okay? So, all right. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Very good and helpful program. Yes, good health, light, peace, happiness, encouragement to everyone. Wonderful journey, everyone. Oh, thank you, Robert. That was beautiful. Goosebumps. Woo! All right, everyone. Now, there's not going to be a show next week. It is Labor Day weekend, and I am going to honor me and just take some downtime. But I will be back the following Sunday in September. So you enjoy these times. Remember to pamper yourself. Take the time that you need. Have fun exploring and discovering who you are. And until then, just remember, continue to shine on. Be that lighthouse and just let that source frequency of love light shine out in all directions. All right. And be that eagle. Be that eagle. Find your other eagle families and fly high. All right. Until we sit in the sacred circle again, shine on, sisters and brothers.
Don't want the fun to end? Grab more refreshments. Then head over to the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. With the huge selection of shows, the fun doesn't have to end.